The galaxy had known peace for many centuries. Powerful alien races, once bitter enemies, had finally made a truce. This truce was a promise to stop fighting and live without war. For a long time, no one fired a weapon. Space was calm, and planets lived quietly. Trade and friendship grew between the stars. Everyone believed the truce would last forever. But one day, everything changed. Without warning, the silence of space was shattered by explosions. Alien warships suddenly attacked each other. Bright flashes lit the dark sky, and ships burned, falling like stars that died too soon. The peace was broken, and war had begun again. Everyone was shocked. No one expected the truce to end so quickly or so violently. The leaders of the alien races called urgent meetings. They wanted to find out who started the attack. Some blamed old enemies who wanted power. Others thought it was a trick to cause more chaos. Yet in the middle of this fear and anger, one thing stood out: the humans. While others panicked and shouted, the humans did something strange. They laughed, quiet at first, then louder. It was a deep laugh, full of confidence, even amusement. This reaction confused many. Why would humans laugh when the galaxy was falling into war? What did they know that the others did not? Other races watched them closely. Was it disrespect, or was there a secret behind their strange reaction? The humans did not explain. They only smiled and said nothing. The humans had always been different from other races. They were younger in the galaxy, not as old or powerful as some alien species. But they had a spirit that was hard to understand. Their leaders often spoke of hope and strength in ways that made others curious. Now their laughter made the other races nervous. It was as if the humans were not afraid of the war, but ready for it. As the explosions continued, human ships moved with calm and purpose. They did not rush blindly into battle. Instead, they watched and waited. The humans seemed to know something others did not. Their soldiers were prepared, their commanders confident. It was clear that the humans had a plan, but no one knew what it was. The galaxy was filled with rumors. Some said the humans had a secret weapon. Others believed they had made a hidden deal with a powerful alien force. Still, others thought the humans' laughter was a warning, that this war would not end as easily as the others thought. The humans were ready for a fight that would change everything. In the days after the first attack, the damage was clear. Many ships were lost, and planets feared invasion. But the humans moved carefully. They saved their resources, and their forces stayed strong. They helped some allies and spoke calmly to enemies. Their strange laughter was remembered by all, but no one could explain it. Among the humans, leaders met in secret. They spoke softly about the coming war and the choices they must make. Their confidence was not born from ignorance, but from knowledge. They knew the galaxy's real dangers and had prepared for them quietly. Their laughter was not a joke, but a sign of their belief that they would survive and perhaps even win. Other alien races grew uneasy. They had seen wars before, but never had they seen a species so young and small laugh at such a serious moment. Some began to wonder if they had underestimated the humans all along. Could these humans be stronger than anyone expected? As the first fires of war spread through the stars, the galaxy held its breath. Battles would come and many lives would be lost. But the mystery of the humans' laughter stayed with everyone. What did they know? Why were they not afraid? The answer was hidden, waiting to be discovered in the chaos of war. The shattered peace had begun a new chapter for the galaxy. It was a time of fear and uncertainty. But for the humans, it was a moment of opportunity. Their laughter echoed in the darkness of space, a signal that something greater was about to unfold. And as the war grew, all eyes turned to the humans, waiting to see what they would do next. The galaxy was still reeling from the sudden violence when the alien leaders gathered again. The shattered peace had left everyone unsure who to trust. While many races argued and blamed each other, the humans remained calm. Their calmness was unusual. Instead of joining the chaos, they observed quietly, almost as if they were waiting for something to happen. In the grand halls of the Galactic Council, Representatives from every race spoke loudly about war and defense. They planned attacks, raised alarms, and spoke of old enemies. But the human delegates sat quietly, watching and listening. When it was their turn to speak, the human's voice was soft but firm. They did not shout or threaten. Instead, they asked questions that made others pause. "Why rush into battle without knowing the full story?" the human said. "This war could destroy everything we have built. There must be a better way." Their words surprised many. Other races expected anger or threats, but humans spoke with calm reason. Despite their peaceful words, there was an edge of confidence in the humans that no one could ignore. They seemed sure that they had something others didn't, a plan or secret that would change the outcome of the war. The aliens could only guess what it might be. Behind the scenes, human leaders met in their command centers. They shared information from spies and scouts. They studied the movements of enemy ships and analyzed the reasons for the broken truce. Slowly, a picture began to form. The humans realized that this war was not just about power. It was about fear, misunderstanding, and a deeper secret hidden in the galaxy's past. The humans had learned that the truce was fragile, held together by lies and old agreements that some races wanted to break. Some powerful groups wanted to control the galaxy's resources. They did not care about peace. The humans saw this clearly and were prepared to act. While the humans planned quietly, other alien races grew impatient. They did not understand why humans seemed so relaxed. Some accused them of weakness. Others said the humans were hiding their true power. This only added to the mystery. Among the humans, there was a feeling of purpose. They knew the galaxy was on the edge of disaster, but they also believed they could prevent the worst. Their laughter during the first attack was not just a reaction. It was a message. A message that humans were ready for what was coming. The humans also started sending small teams to strange, forgotten places in space. These teams searched for clues about the galaxy's history. They wanted to understand the true reason behind the truce and why it was broken. What they found shocked them. Hidden messages, ancient technology, and lost knowledge showed that the galaxy's peace was built on a fragile foundation. As the days passed, humans used their knowledge to protect their worlds and help their allies. They shared technology and advice that surprised other races. Slowly, the humans became a center of attention. Other aliens wanted to know their secrets and understand their strange behavior. Still, the humans kept some things hidden. They did not reveal everything they knew. Their silence added to their mystery and power. The other races began to realize that the humans' laughter was more than a joke. It was a sign of their strength, their hope, and their belief that they could change the fate of the galaxy. As war grew closer, the galaxy watched the humans with new eyes. No longer were they seen as a small, young race. They were becoming a force to be reckoned with. The humans were ready to face the coming storm. And while others feared the future, the humans smiled, waiting for the moment to show what they were truly capable of. The humans' secret began to slowly unfold when a small team was sent to a distant, forgotten planet. This planet was covered in dust and silence, far from the bright stars and busy trade routes. No one had visited it for centuries. The alien. Maps marked it as unimportant, but the humans believed otherwise. They had learned from old records that something valuable was hidden there, something that could change the war and maybe the fate of the whole galaxy. The team landed quietly. Their boots stirred the ancient dust as they moved across the empty plains. They entered dark caves where the walls glowed faintly with strange symbols. It was clear this place was once home to a powerful, advanced civilization long lost to time. The team's leader, a human named Commander Jara, felt a mix of excitement and caution. They were close to finding what others had forgotten. Deep inside the caves, the team found an ancient artifact. It was a small, glowing device, unlike anything seen before. The artifact pulsed with light and energy, as if it held a heartbeat of its own. The humans carefully took it, knowing this was the key to their next move. As they studied the artifact, strange things began to happen. The device seemed to respond to their presence, sending waves of energy that filled the room. Commander Jara understood that this was no ordinary tool. It was a powerful weapon, or maybe a source of knowledge far beyond their understanding. The humans believed it could end the war or bring great power to whoever controlled it. Word of the discovery quickly reached the other races. Rumors spread that the humans had found something dangerous and important. Some were afraid, others curious. Many wanted to claim the artifact for themselves. The galaxy's leaders watched the humans closely, wondering how they would use this new power. Back on their ship, the humans studied the artifact day and night. They learned it was part of a forgotten technology created by an ancient race that once ruled the galaxy. This technology had the power to control space and time in small ways. If used wisely, it could stop the fighting and restore peace. But if used wrong, it could destroy whole planets. The humans faced a difficult choice. Should they use the artifact's power now, risking unknown consequences? Or should they keep it hidden while searching for a safer way to end the war? Commander Jara and her team knew that the galaxy's future depended on their decision. Meanwhile, the war continued to grow. Battles broke out near important planets, and many lives were lost. But the humans moved carefully. They did not rush to fight without a plan. Instead, they used the knowledge gained from the artifact to protect their worlds and allies. This made them stronger and more respected. The humans' strange laughter from before now made more sense. They were not laughing at the pain of war. They were laughing because they held hope. They believed they had found a way to stop the chaos and save the galaxy. This hope made them brave and calm in a time when fear ruled the stars. Other alien races began to realize that the humans were not just young and small. They were clever, prepared, and ready to change the rules of the game. The artifact was a symbol of their strength, but also their wisdom. They knew that power without control was dangerous. As the humans continued their search for answers, the galaxy waited. The artifact was the key to the future, but its secrets were still hidden. The humans' next moves would decide if peace could return, or if the war would destroy everything. The story of the lost artifact had begun, and with it, a new hope for the shattered galaxy. The humans stood ready, their laughter still echoing in the dark space between the stars. Long before the galaxy knew peace, and even before the Great Truce was signed, there was a time of chaos and endless war. Many races fought for power, resources, and control. In those dark days, humans were seen as weak and small compared to the older, stronger alien civilizations. But unknown to most, humans had a hidden story, one that could change everything. Centuries ago, during a brutal battle between two powerful alien races, the humans did something unexpected. They stepped in to save an entire alien world from destruction. The aliens caught in the fight were surprised to see humans risking their lives, even though the humans had little to gain. This act of bravery was kept secret, hidden from most of the galaxy. The story was passed down quietly among the humans and a few trusted alien allies. It spoke of a moment when humans showed courage and kindness that no one expected. This ancient event created a secret bond between humans and some alien races, a bond that was never spoken about openly. Now, as war threatened to break out again, this hidden past became important. Some aliens remembered the kindness humans once showed. Others began to wonder if the humans' strange laughter was connected to this secret. Could it be that humans were not as weak as everyone thought? Could this old act of bravery explain why humans seemed so calm now? Among the humans, elders told stories of that time. They spoke of courage, sacrifice, and hope. These stories inspired the current leaders. They reminded them that humans had faced impossible odds before and had survived. This hidden history gave them strength. The alien races that had once been saved by humans began to quietly support them. They shared information and technology in secret. This unexpected alliance gave the humans an advantage. It was a small but powerful network that others did not know about. However, not everyone believed in peace. Some alien factions saw this secret bond as a threat. They feared that humans were becoming too powerful and could change the balance of the galaxy. These factions wanted to expose the hidden history and use it against the humans. Tension grew as old enemies looked for ways to break the secret alliance. Spies moved in shadows and plans were made to stop the humans before their strength could grow. The war was not only about ships and weapons, it was also about secrets and trust. Meanwhile, the humans prepared quietly. They knew the galaxy's future depended on more than just battles. It depended on understanding the past and using that knowledge wisely. Their laughter was a reminder that they had survived before and would survive again. As the story of the Lost Alliance slowly came to light, the galaxy watched closely. The humans were no longer just a small, young race. They were a force with history, courage, and hope. The shadows of the past were coming alive again, shaping the future in ways no one expected. The ancient story of humans saving others in their darkest hour was more than just history. It was a promise that peace could return. And as the clouds gathered, that promise gave the humans the strength to face what was coming next. The war was spreading quickly, but something didn't feel right. The humans began to suspect that the shattered truce was not caused by a simple accident or a sudden attack. Instead, it looked like someone had planned it carefully. A secret enemy wanted to break the peace and start chaos for their own gain. Human spies worked hard to find the truth. They searched for clues in space stations, secret bases, and enemy ships. Slowly, they uncovered evidence of a hidden group working in the shadows. This group was powerful and dangerous, but no one knew their name or their goal. They moved quietly, pulling strings to make the galaxy fight itself. The humans called this secret enemy the Hidden Hand. The Hidden Hand wanted control over the galaxy's most valuable resources, rare minerals, ancient technologies, and powerful artifacts. By breaking the truce and starting war, they could weaken the strong alien races and take what they wanted without much resistance. The humans shared their findings with some trusted allies, but many were shocked and scared. If the Hidden Hand was real, it meant the war was not just about old rivalries. It was about a secret plan to take over the entire galaxy. Trust became even harder to find. Everyone wondered who might be working for the Hidden Hand. Meanwhile, the Hidden Hand continued its work. They sent agents to cause confusion and violence in key places. They spread false information to make races suspect each other. This made peace talks fail and pushed the galaxy closer to full war. The humans' calm and laughter now seemed like a challenge to the Hidden Hand, an unspoken warning that they were watching. The humans decided they could not fight the Hidden Hand alone. They began to build secret alliances with other races who also wanted peace. These alliances were risky because if the Hidden Hand found out, the war could become worse. But the humans believed that working together was the only way to stop the Hidden Hand's plan. At the same time, the humans prepared their forces for a bigger fight. They trained soldiers, upgraded ships, and studied the ancient artifact they had found. They knew that the coming battles would be difficult, but they had to be ready. As the war grew, the galaxy was filled with fear and uncertainty. Many asked, who could be trusted? Who was working for the Hidden Hand? And what would happen if the Hidden Hand succeeded? The humans' laughter, once a mystery, now carried new meaning. It was not only a sign of confidence, but a signal of hope. A hope that the secret enemy could be found and stopped. The galaxy's fate was uncertain, but one thing was clear. The war was only the beginning of a deeper struggle. The story of the Hidden Hand had begun, and with it, a dangerous game of secrets, betrayal, and power. The humans stood at the center of this game, ready to uncover the truth and fight for the peace they believed was still possible. The humans knew the war was getting worse, but they had a plan. Unlike other races who rushed into battle with anger and fear, the humans moved carefully and with clear purpose. Their leaders had spent months preparing a strategy that was bold and unlike anything the galaxy had seen before. This plan was simple but risky. Instead of fighting every battle, the humans would focus on key points in space, important planets and strategic locations. They would use their knowledge from the ancient artifact and their secret alliances to control these places. By holding these points, they could slow the war and protect their people and allies. The humans called this the silent shield strategy. It was not about destroying the enemy quickly, but about protecting what mattered most while waiting for the right moment to strike. Many alien races did not understand this at first. They wanted fast victories and quick revenge, but the humans believed patience and smart moves would win the war in the end. The human commanders worked closely with scientists and spies. The artifact they found gave them new technology, powerful shields, faster communication, and new weapons that used energy in ways others had never seen. With these tools, they could defend their bases and surprise their enemies. At the same time, the humans spread hope among their allies. They shared their plans carefully and trained their soldiers to stay calm under pressure. The human soldiers were different. They did not fight with rage, but with discipline and focus. Their calm strength became an example for others. But not everyone trusted the humans' plan. Some alien leaders thought it was too slow or weak. They wanted to attack harder and take revenge for lost ships and planets. These leaders tried to push the humans to join full-scale battles, but the humans refused. They believed their way was better, even if it seemed risky. The humans also prepared for a surprise. While others expected battles in space, the humans were ready to use the artifact's hidden power. They trained special teams to use it carefully, knowing that if used wrong, it could cause disaster. This secret weapon was their last hope to end the war quickly when the time was right. As battles moved closer to the human strongholds, many watched to see if the silent shield would hold. The first attacks tested their defenses, and the humans surprised everyone by standing strong. Their ships moved with precision, their shields held firm, and their soldiers fought bravely but carefully. The galaxy began to notice that the humans were not just lucky or strange. They were smart and prepared. Their quiet confidence and strange laughter before the war now made sense. The humans were ready for a long fight, and they believed they could win it by being patient and clever. The war was far from over, but the humans had changed the game. Their strategy gave hope to those who wanted peace and made their enemies think twice. The coming battles would be hard, but the humans had shown that with the right plan, even the darkest war could be fought with hope and strength. As the stars shone over the war-torn galaxy, the humans waited quietly. Their next moves would decide the fate of many worlds. The galaxy was watching, and the humans smiled, ready for whatever came next. As the war stretched on, the humans' secret alliances grew stronger. They were no longer alone in their fight for peace. Alien races who once doubted them began to trust the humans and join their cause. This growing alliance was built quietly, with secret meetings on hidden planets and secret codes exchanged through secure channels. One of the most important new allies was the Valari, a race known for their wisdom and powerful minds. The Valari had stayed neutral for years, watching the galaxy's troubles from afar. But when they learned about the hidden hand and the humans' true plans, they decided to join forces. Their knowledge of ancient history and advanced technology became a great help. Together, the humans and Valari discovered more about the ancient artifact. It was not just a weapon or tool, it was a key to unlocking lost knowledge about the galaxy's origins. This knowledge could help bring peace by revealing truths that many races had forgotten or ignored. But joining the alliance was risky. The hidden hand was powerful and had spies everywhere. One wrong move could expose the alliance and bring disaster. The humans and Valari took great care to protect their secrets, using clever codes and hidden signals. Meanwhile, the war continued to rage across the stars. Battles erupted near key planets, and many lives were lost. But the humans' growing alliance began to turn the tide. Their combined forces won important victories, defending planets that were once weak and vulnerable. Despite the danger, hope grew. More races began to believe that peace was possible. The humans' laughter, once seen as strange and confusing, became a symbol of courage and faith. It reminded everyone that even in dark times, hope could shine. The humans also worked to help ordinary people caught in the war. They sent supplies, built shelters, and protected refugees. This kindness earned respect and loyalty from many alien worlds. It showed that humans fought not for power, but to save lives and build a better future. However, the hidden hand was not defeated yet. They grew more desperate and dangerous. attacking the Alliance's hidden bases and trying to break their trust. The humans and their allies had to stay vigilant, ready for any attack. As the war moved into its next phase, the humans stood strong with their new allies. Their quiet confidence and careful plans gave them an advantage. The galaxy began to see that this young race was not just surviving, they were leading the fight for peace. The story of the humans and their alliance was still unfolding. The battle against the hidden hand would be long and hard. But with courage, wisdom, and hope, the humans believed they could bring light to the darkest corners of the galaxy. And so the laughter continued, a sound of strength, unity, and the promise of a better future. You said, as the humans and their allies grew stronger, the hidden hand became more aggressive. They knew their secret was close to being discovered, so they launched a bold attack on a key human stronghold, a massive space station called Horizon Prime. This station was important not just for its weapons, but because it held valuable information about the ancient artifact. The attack came without warning. Dark fleets appeared out of nowhere, firing powerful energy weapons that lit up the blackness of space. The station's defenses struggled to hold the line. Explosions rocked the hull, alarms blared, and panic spread among the crews. Despite the chaos, the human commanders stayed calm. They coordinated their defenses with precision. Fighter ships darted through the battle, taking down enemy vessels one by one. Engineers raced to repair damaged systems. Soldiers moved swiftly to stop enemy boarding parties. The human soldiers fought with fierce determination, their calm focus turning the tide bit by bit. Inside the command center, Commander Jara watched the battle unfold on her screens. She knew that if Horizon Prime fell, the hidden hand would gain a dangerous advantage. She gave orders clearly and quickly, trusting her team to carry them out. Her confidence inspired everyone. As the fight continued, a team of specialists was sent deep inside the station. Their mission was to protect the data core where the artifact's secrets were stored. The team faced many dangers: fires, collapsing corridors, and enemy forces trying to sabotage the core. But they moved with courage and skill, fighting to keep the knowledge safe. Meanwhile, the humans used the artifact's hidden power in a new way. They activated a defensive field around the station, a shield of energy that absorbed many of the enemy's attacks. This shield gave the defenders time to regroup and push back. After hours of intense battle, the enemy fleet began to retreat. The humans and their allies had held Horizon Prime. It was a hard-fought victory, but it proved that the human strategy and the power of the artifact worked. The battle showed the galaxy that the humans were not just survivors, they were leaders. Their calm courage in the face of danger earned respect from old enemies and new allies alike. The laughter that once puzzled others now echoed as a sound of hope and strength. But the victory came with a warning. The hidden hand would not stop. They were willing to risk everything to take control. The humans and their allies had to prepare for even greater challenges ahead. As Horizon Prime repaired its wounds and prepared for the next fight, the humans knew their journey was far from over. The war was still raging, secrets were still hidden, and the future of the galaxy depended on every choice they made. And so, the story moved forward, one of courage, hope, and the quiet power of a young race ready to change the stars forever. As the dust settled from the battle at Horizon Prime, a new danger began to emerge, one that no one had expected. Strange signals were detected coming from deep space, beyond the known borders of the galaxy. These signals were unlike anything the humans or their allies had seen before. They were patterns of sound and light that seemed to carry a message, but no one could understand what it meant. Commander Jara and her team studied the signals carefully. They believed the signals might be a warning or a call for help from an ancient race long thought lost. The timing was suspicious. Why now, during the height of the war? Could this be connected to the hidden hand or the ancient artifact? The humans decided to send a small, fast ship to follow the signals and find their source. This mission was risky because the area was unknown and possibly dangerous. But the humans knew that answers could be the key to ending the war. As the ship traveled further into uncharted space, the crew faced many challenges: strange storms of energy, empty worlds filled with ruins, and mysterious shadows that seemed to watch them from afar. Each step brought new questions and little comfort. Finally, the crew discovered a hidden planet, cloaked in darkness and silence. The planet was covered in ancient structures, showing signs of a once great civilization. In the center stood a massive temple glowing faintly with blue light. It was clear this place held secrets waiting to be uncovered. Inside the temple, the humans found advanced technology and records. These ancient messages spoke of a time when the galaxy was united, before the wars and betrayals. They learned about a powerful force that could either protect or destroy the galaxy, depending on who controlled it. The records warned that the artifact the humans had found was part of this greater power. The ancient race had hidden it to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. The hidden hand wanted this power to control everything. With this new knowledge, the humans realized their fight was about more than just war. It was about protecting the galaxy's future from total destruction. They sent this information back to their allies, hoping it would help unite the races against the true enemy. But the hidden hand was watching. They had spies even in the humans' closest circles. As the humans uncovered the past, the hidden hand prepared their next move, one that could change everything. The galaxy stood at a crossroads. The path forward was uncertain, filled with danger and hope. The humans' laughter, once a simple reaction, now carried the weight of a promise that they would fight for peace no matter the cost. The story was reaching its climax. The final battle for the galaxy's fate was near, and the humans were ready to face it together with their allies, armed with courage, wisdom, and the hope of a new beginning. The final battle loomed over the galaxy like a dark storm, ready to break. The humans and their allies prepared for the greatest fight they had ever faced. The hidden hand, desperate and furious, gathered their forces for one last attempt to seize control of the ancient power hidden within the artifact. Commander Jara stood before her fleet, her eyes calm but full of determination. She knew this fight was more than a battle for territory. It was a battle for the future of every race in the galaxy. The humans had come far from being seen as weak and small. Now they led a united force ready to protect peace and freedom. The battlefield was set near a massive star system where the ancient technology could be activated or destroyed. Fleets from many worlds arrived, their ships shining under distant stars. The air was tense, filled with the silent weight of what was to come. When the fight began, it was unlike any war the galaxy had seen. Ships moved with skill and precision, and weapons fired with controlled power. The humans used the artifact's energy carefully, protecting their allies and striking only when needed. It was a war fought with strategy and heart, not just fire and explosions. During the battle, the humans revealed a secret weapon, a powerful shield created by combining the artifact's energy with the technology of their allies. This shield protected entire planets and fleets from destruction. It was a symbol of unity and hope, showing that together, the galaxy was stronger. The hidden hand fought fiercely, but their power was breaking. The united forces of humans and their allies pushed forward, breaking enemy lines and capturing key bases. Slowly, the tide turned. In the final moments, Commander Jara faced the leader of the hidden hand in a fierce duel, not with weapons, but with words and will. She challenged the enemy's desire for power and destruction, reminding them of the cost of war and the value of peace. Her courage and honesty shook even the darkest hearts. At last, the hidden hand was defeated. Their ships retreated, and their plans for control were destroyed. The galaxy breathed a sigh of relief. The war was over and peace had a chance to return. The humans' laughter filled the stars once again, not from mockery, but from joy and hope. They had proven that even a small young race could change the fate of the galaxy. Their story was one of courage, wisdom, and the power of unity. As the stars shone brightly, the humans and their allies began the work of rebuilding. They knew challenges remained, but they faced the future together, with hope, strength, and the promise that peace would last. The story of the shattered truce, the hidden enemy, and the ancient artifact ended with a new beginning. The galaxy was forever changed, and the humans had found their place among the stars.